Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of Blender video editing and show you how I use Blender to make YouTube shorts of video game footage. So first thing is open up Blender, then on this first screen that pops up I click video editing. You can also go up to File, New, Video Editing if you had clicked past that first screen. For shorts, I want the format to be 1080 width by 1920 height. They're in portrait. And as you can see, this is the frame that our output will be in. This is your preview panel, and this is set up to standard HD 1920 by 1080, the landscape format. So what we need to do is change that over in the properties panel. Go to make it 1080 by 1920, and that gives us the correct proportions, correct aspect ratio, and you can set up a preset for that. So next time you can just click down this drop down menu and click your preset by going down to new preset and type in a name for your new preset, and then click the plus sign and it'll pop up in the list. And I already have one for portrait 1080, so I'm just going to get rid of that, but that's how to do that. You don't have to worry about the frame rate so much because that will change depending on the first clip that we bring in. And to find your clip, you can come over here to this file explorer and look through that, or you can just drag and drop from another folder, and that's what I'm going to do. And I drag and drop it over this timeline here, the sequencer panel. And if you just drop it in, it just sort of plops in there. And you can't see it yet because it's over here in the footage. You can grab this blue bar and scrub through your footage, and you can zoom out, scroll out to zoom, and this gray area, this lighter area anyway, is the duration of your clip. So this is made to take several video clips or images, or you can have, that's what all these layers are for here. We're only working with the one right now, so we can zoom in by grabbing the little knob at the end of this slider and just pulling that around to zoom in. So you can see our video clip is broken into two parts. There's this green box and a blue box. The green is our audio track, and what I like to do is just go over here and click display waveform, and that just makes it more clear that that's the audio track to me. And we can also see where the action is at, where things get interesting. So this is our video clip, and you have some different options over here where you can change the scale of the image. You can change the position that it is in the frame, and you can change some other things. But that scale and position is really the main stuff. Now you'll see that it's very small up in the frame here, so you can change the scale here and get it to where you want it. Or what you can do is go up here to image and then apply. You've got some options. There's scale to fit, which is what it was before. Scale to fill, which will scale it up to fill the frame, but then you lose stuff on either side, and you can get that back by doing stretch to fill, but that'll make the image all stretched, or all squished like this, which some people do, and you might want to do that if that's what you like. I like to do scale to fill, just keep the same sort of look of the image, but I'm willing to lose all that information, and then there's a way to get some of that back, and if you stick around I'll show you my method for that. But the main thing is here, I want to get to the action. You grab your clips, remember to grab both, and then yeah, this is about where I want my things to start. And let's just look at the clip. It's alright. Person runs at me a sword, and I get him. Alright, so, and then it'll just loop. So we can stop that, and you can adjust the duration of your clip, which is this lighter gray area, by going up here, and you see this frame range. If you click and then drag in the end, you'll see the gray area moving, and I'll just try to line it up with the blue with where I want it. So I kind of want it like, right after she trips and falls there. If you don't want to do anything else on it, you can just come over here to the output. You click this file tab to search for a file where you want to output, where you want to save, render out your video to. Type in a name here. I like to preface just with HS for Hunt Showdown, but as you will. And let's call this Sword Guy or Sword Girl. And short. Okay, so anyway, and then accept. Then you go up to render and render animation, and it pops up with this side window, and we'll start rendering out. I don't actually want to do that. Alright, now is part 2. This is the bonus round. One thing I like to do is follow something in the frame. In this one, we're going to follow the sword girl as she's rushing me. And so what I want to do is sort of drag to where she starts moving in the frame. So as you see, like, she's about centered there, and then she starts going off to the right side, and then I kind of try to follow a little bit, and then she moves to the left side. And then so what I'm going to do is each time that she makes a move or I make a move that changes her position in the frame, I will adjust it so that she's back in the center. I'll set a keyframe and then adjust it so she's back in the center of the frame. So, okay, so this is where she's kind of lined up in the center. And then I'm going to go over to the transform thing and right click on position and say insert keyframe. And then I'll move to where she stops moving in the frame again, and it's about there. So then what I'll do is I'll line her back up in the middle of the frame and right click, insert keyframe, and then you can see it now follows her, and then she ducks back. So I want to do, yeah, about there. I'm going to insert a keyframe, and then she ducks back and stops moving in the frame about there. I'm gonna move this around, get her back in the center about, and insert a keyframe. So that's basically how I do it. Okay, bonus round 2. Say you have something in the image that's outside of the frame that you want to show on the screen, but you don't want to pan and scan over to it and want to overlay it, like a achievement pop-up or something like that. So what you can do is select your video and then hold down shift and press D to duplicate it, and you can see you can move that around, and it's a whole new video track. And if you right click, it'll stick it right in time, synced up with everything else. So now this you can control separately and change. Actually, if you're copying from something that has a bunch of keyframes, you'll want to right click on the keyframe over here and then say clear keyframes. And then you can reposition it, and those keyframes from that old track will no longer be part of it. So say I want this little symbol up in the corner. I can move it over so that symbol is there, and then what you can do is come down here to this crop thing, and you just grab and slide these values and it'll crop in on that part of the screen. And then as you can see, that'll just be overlaid over it. You can also scale that separately, so we could scale that bigger, and you need to, adjust things accordingly. But anyway, that's the other thing that I'll do. So if I get an achievement, or if there's text on the screen that I kind of want to squish into being viewable within the frame, then that's how I'll do that. So anyway, that's pretty much my whole process. Thanks for watching. I hope that you find this helpful, and yeah, there you go. Have a great day. Bye.